Hey, what's up guys? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is MC Kajambi and I'm coming right away from Africa, Kenya. But in this video guys, I want us to look at the news happening globally, and what is trending right now guys, or what is coming out now, is that President Trump in an event has demanded or have made remarks about repossessing the Panama Canal, and which is have this has his speech has brought about a lot of concerns for both Panama, USA citizens, and other parties involved in this Panama Canal. As you may know, guys, is that the Panama Canal has been an effort of the United States. Yeah, the United States through the approval by the government of Panama constructed the Panama Canal in years past under another president. And those are the reasons that Donald Trump is citing, the reason why why he needs to repossess the Panama Canal. And also he's saying that because there is a lot of influence from the Chinese or from China on this Panama, which has resulted to high taxes on the USA. And you know guys, even in the last previous leadership of Trump, he was never in good terms with the Chinese, and you know that resulted to tax the tariffs, the increase in tariffs. The United States would increase in tariffs for China commodities, and Chinese government would also retaliate with the same kind of policies. Yeah, and they have never been a unity. They have never been an agreement between China and the US. I don't know why they are always rival, especially during Trump's regime. And guys, so I want us to look at this page and you tell me, what is your feeling? What are your thoughts about the Panama Canal? Does Trump has, or the USA, is the USA is it legitimate for the USA to repossess the Panama Canal? Or what are your feelings? What do you think in terms of as a Panama citizen, as a Chinese citizen, whatever party you may belong to? What are your opinions? And a lot of people have come out to express their views, and let us watch this video and then I'll be back with what other people think about this whole issue.
Economy and also national security. The Panama Canal. Has anyone ever heard of the Panama Canal? Huh? Because we're being ripped off at the Panama Canal like we're being ripped off everywhere else. A secure, he just said take it back. That's a good idea. Where do you come from, sir? He doesn't come from Panama. Oh, yeah, good. A secure Panama Canal is crucial for U.S. commerce and rapid deployment of the Navy from the Atlantic all the way to the Pacific. It's an incredible thing, and drastically cut shipping times down to U.S. ports by days and even weeks. The United States is the #1 user of the Panama Canal, with over 72% of all transits heading to or from U.S. ports. Think of that. So we built it. We're the ones that use it. They gave it away. Considered one of the great wonders of the world. The Panama Canal opened for business 110 years ago and was built at and they were brave. 38,000 men died from infected mosquitoes in the jungles of Panama during the construction period. Think of that. We lost 38,000 men. Teddy Roosevelt was president of the United States at the time of its building and understood the strength of naval power and trade. When President Jimmy Carter foolishly gave it away for $1. During his term in office, it was solely for Panama to manage and not for China or any other country to manage. You see what's going on there? China. It was likewise not given for Panama to charge the United States, its Navy, and its corporations doing business within our country exorbitant prices and rates of passage, which they do. They charge us like it's a disgrace. Our Navy and Commerce have been treated in a very unfair and injudicious way. The fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous, highly unfair, especially knowing the extraordinary generosity that has been bestowed to Panama, I say very foolishly, by the United States. This complete ripoff of our country will immediately stop. It's going to stop. The United States has a big and vested interest in the secure, efficient, and reliable operation of the Panama Canal. And that was always understood when they gave it to Panama. Can you believe that? We would never have done it if we thought what's happening now can happen, and we would never, and we will never, ever let it fall into the wrong hands. But it's falling into the wrong hands. It was not given for the benefit of others by a token of cooperation, but it was given to Panama and to the people of Panama, but it has provisions. You got to treat us fairly, and they haven't treated us fairly. If the principles of giving are not followed, then we will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to the United States of America in full, quickly, and without question. I'm not going to stand for it. So to the officials of Panama, please be guided accordingly. William McKinley, the 25th President of the United States, was because of the vast sums of money that he brought into our country, the person really who got us the money that President Theodore Roosevelt used to build the Panama Canal and a lot of other things. McKinley was a very good, maybe a great president. They took his name off Mount McKinley, right? That's what they do to people. Now, here's a great president, very good president at a minimum. He was a very good businessman. He was a businessman, then a governor, very successful businessman, and then he ran for president, and he won. And he was able to use business principles, and he was a strong believer in tariffs, and we were actually probably wealthiest of any time, relatively speaking, at any point in the history of our country. In the 1890s, we were so wealthy. We had commissions set up what to do with all the money that we were taking in. We had no income tax. We only had tariffs. I consider that to be the most beautiful word in the dictionary. But President McKinley was the president that was responsible for creating a vast sum of money in the United States that Teddy Roosevelt then spent. So let's say they were both excellent presidents, but McKinley did that, and that's one of the reasons that we're going to bring back the name of Mount McKinley, because I think he deserves it. I think he deserves it. There are lots of things we can name, but I think he deserves it. That was not very gracious to somebody that did a good job, and as you know, he was assassinated. He was assassinated. We have accomplished so much in just 47 days since the election, but that's only the beginning of what we will achieve together as the 47th President of the United States of America.
So guys, let us look at few remarks of what people think about this whole issue. This one says, America has an interest in the canal, but not like this. You don't threaten a sovereign state that is not a threat to you. You can easily woo Panama through friendship. So why start off at the outset with threats? Yeah, this is what this person thinks, that it's not right for Trump to start threatening a state, and this would just be creating a bad relationship. This is not good for Trump. I think that's what the person sums up. Another one says, we never wanted USA here in Panama, yet they saw an opportunity to infiltrate our country. It's called Panama Canal for a reason. You can demand all you want. It doesn't and it will necessarily not happen. So it is called the Panama Canal and not the US Canal for a reason, and that makes me think that now uh, Trump needs, there's a way that he needs to address this, and it's just like the other person has said previously. It's about friendship and talks. So if you have watched up to this far, you are a great person, and kudos to you. And don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to just drop a comment and share this video with your friends. And most importantly, if you have not subscribed, please consider to subscribe today, and let us catch up in the next video.